Aho, sige hana chini karigiwi. Huachetega, wahanakshana, egi hapte jige hani chaweda haipin. Hello, everybody. Huachete here. I'm happy to see you all back again for Module 3 of our Hoyt Independent Learning Program. Now, if you haven't worked your way through Modules 1 and 2 yet, I would encourage you to hold off going through these videos and go back and make sure you get through those modules. All of these lessons kind of build on top of each other, so you'll get much more out of it. You can find them on our website at hochunk.org. That's HOOCAK.org. And they're going to be up there for the duration of the Safer at Home order and probably beyond. So there's no rush. Take your time, work through them. Remember, this is self-paced. It's not supposed to be stressful in any way, shape, or form. For those who are ready, though, we are going to move on with Module 3, and we will get to that right away. So Module 3 is, once again, much like last week's module, going to be broken up into different parts. We want to make sure that we're taking some of the more complex things that exist in the Ho-Chunk language and breaking them up into more manageable chunks so that you can more easily meet the learning objectives that are out there. So our learning targets for this week are: you, the learner, will be able to use a limited vocabulary to discuss how you are feeling. You're going to be able to ask others how they are feeling. And you're also going to understand the function of positionals, which is kind of this really cool thing that we have going on in Ho-Chunk. And so we'll get going with the positionals. And what are they? With the positionals, we're going to just kind of go brush the surface of them in this lesson. We're just going to teach you what you need to know about them to get through this module. And as more aspects of them come up as we move along, we will certainly build off of that. So we're, like I said, take it very slow. The positionals essentially indicate something that is ongoing, that is currently happening or was happening during a certain time. So the closest correlation that we have in English is the present tense, although you could also say something like past progressive for any grammar geeks that are out there. So that's really what the positionals are used. Think of it as something that's happening currently, it's ongoing. There are three basic positions that you have to take into account when using these. There's a standing or a vertical position, there's a sitting position, and then there's a laying or a horizontal or a moving position. Okay, so those are the three that you have to know about in Ho-Chunk. Now, all of these have a different term associated with them. And we're going to break these up. We're only going to go over one of those at a time, just to make sure, like I said, that everybody is able to capture and really get all of the information and acquire as much as they possibly can. So when you use the positionals, you want to take into consideration your position if you're talking about yourself. So for instance, right now I am sitting. So if I were to make a statement about how I'm feeling or what I'm doing right now, I would have to take into consideration the fact that I am sitting right now and add that into my sentences. If you're talking to someone else or talking about someone else, you have to take into account their positions. So are they standing? Are they sitting? Are they lying down? You have to take that into account when you're talking to someone else or when you're talking about someone else. So we're going to start, and this video is only going to cover one position, and that is standing. Now the standing positional for Ho-Chunk is J. J. So that's used when someone is standing or something is vertical or upright. So let's take this for example. This gentleman's name is Tor, and he is there standing. Now, how would you ask him, how are you doing? How are you doing? Janiske raje. Janiske raje. And that means, how are you doing? And that's, you ask him that because he is standing up. You ask him that way. And if you look at the sentence there, J is there. There's the standing position. We'll use that because he's standing up. What is that? Ra? That ra is what makes it second person. You add that on there. So when you're saying to you, talking to someone, how are you doing? You're adding that J on there. So once again, Janiske raje. Janiske raje. How are you? Now he's going to want to respond. And so if you're the one who's asked that question, someone asks you how you're doing and you're standing, you have to take your position into account now. And the way you would respond to someone saying, Janiske raje, how are you? or our friend Tor here would say, Hipi hajin. Hipi hajin, to say, I am good. I am doing well. So pi means good or well, hipi I am. But you see the haj in there. The j, once again, there's the standing positional, standing up. And the ha is what makes it first person I. So if I were standing, hipi hajin. Now, when you're out there hearing Hochak on the streets, it may sound more like hipianje, hipianje. That's probably more what you're going to hear from native speakers and people that are speaking quickly. But you go ahead for right now and say hipianje, hipianje, just to get used to it, and then maybe move over into hipianje. So just to review, once again, you want to ask somebody, how are you doing? And if they're standing, Janiske raje, Janiske raje. And if that person is standing and they want to respond, I am doing well, they would say, Hipi hajin, Hipi hajin, or Hipianjin, Hipianjin. All right, so that's it for this portion of the module this week. We're going to come back to you with the other two positionals, the sitting and then the lying down or moving positional as well. But for right now, just work on that phrase or those two phrases, Janiske Raje and Hipianje, if I was standing up. That's the way I would say it. Also, watch for the challenge videos that are getting put out by the Ho-Chunk Academy, as well as a lot of the supplementary materials, because there's going to be things you want to say other than I am doing good. You might want to say I'm sleepy, I'm tired, or I'm excited. Those type of words are going to be in the supplementary materials that we start putting out there for you for the remainder of the week. So as always, if you have questions, feel free to email us directly, any of the instructors, or you can email hochunkacademy@gmail.com, and instructors are checking that regularly and are trying to respond to everybody as soon as possible. So with that, Jegun Kita, I hope you all have a great week, and we'll see you again soon.